There's a moment in all of our lives when we ask ourselves, is this it? Is this all life has to offer? Maybe you're working a job that leaves you drained, or perhaps your dreams feel so far away that you've stopped believing they're even possible. But here's the truth: your ambitions are the roadmap to your future, and it's time to stop waiting and start acting on them. I'm talking about Power of Ambition by the legendary Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was one of the most influential motivational speakers of our time, a man whose words have inspired millions to change their lives. And trust me, this book packs a punch. It's not just about ambition as a vague concept. It's about harnessing that ambition and using it to create a life you're proud of, a life that serves not just you, but the people around you. So, how does this book help you go from "is this it" to "this is exactly where I want to be"? Today, I'll walk you through the key lessons from Power of Ambition and how we can implement them in our daily lives. By the end of this video, I'm sure you'll feel fired up and ready to take on whatever life throws your way. Let's dive in. In the first part of the book, Rohn makes it crystal clear: ambition starts with self-reflection. He asks us to stop and think. What do we want? Have you ever paused and asked yourself, what do I want from life? Most of us are so caught up in the day-to-day grind that we rarely take a moment to reflect on this. Rohn suggests that without ambition, life feels stagnant. Think of ambition as the engine that propels you forward, but here's the catch. Before you can take action, you need to be clear on what you're moving toward. It's not just about wanting more money, a bigger house, or a better job. It's about understanding why you want these things and what they represent for you. So, how do we start applying this concept in our lives? Simple. Start small, by setting aside just 10 minutes every day to reflect. Grab a notebook and write down what you truly desire. Maybe it's more time with your family. Perhaps it's the freedom to travel. Maybe it's financial independence. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to dream big, but also be specific. Jim Rohn teaches us that vague ambitions lead to ambiguous results. For example, instead of writing, "I want to be successful," try writing, "I want to own a business that allows me to work from anywhere and spend more time with my kids." Once you've nailed down what you want, the next step is understanding that ambition is the fuel for making those dreams come true. But here's the kicker: it's not enough to want something. You have to get up and do something about it. Jim Rohn dives deep into the idea of positive self-direction. This is about knowing who you are and where you want to go. It's about having a roadmap for your life. Without self-direction, even the strongest ambition won't get you anywhere because you're essentially a ship without a sail. Self-direction is having the clarity to know what steps to take day by day in the pursuit of your dreams. It's the principle of understanding that you are in charge of where your life is headed and you get to steer it. Rohn puts it best when he says, direction determines destination. You can't wander through life and expect to end up at your dream destination by luck. You have to steer yourself there with intention. In your daily life, this means taking control of your path. Have you ever found yourself just going through the motions, working a job you hate, living paycheck to paycheck, feeling like every day is the same? That's what happens when you lack direction. A great way to start implementing positive self-direction is by setting both long-term and short-term goals. Let's say you want to start your own business, but you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job right now. You can start by setting a long-term goal. In 5 years, I will be running my own business. But don't stop there. Break it down into actionable steps. Your short-term goals could be, in the next 3 months, I will take a course on business management. Or, in the next year, I will save 10% of my income to fund my startup. These small, actionable steps are what will get you moving in the right direction. Remember, positive self-direction is about being intentional with your life. So you're not just drifting, but actively working towards the future you want. This is a big one, and Rohn doesn't hold back when he talks about the importance of self-discipline. We all have ambitions, but without the discipline to pursue them, they'll remain just dreams. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Rohn reminds us that success is not the result of a single event, but of small, consistent efforts over time. He calls it the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. The pain of discipline is temporary. It's the effort you put in today and the sacrifices you make, like waking up early or skipping a night out to work on your goals. But the pain of regret, that lasts forever. So how do you build this self-discipline in your life? Start with small, manageable habits. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine overnight, but you do have to start. For example, if your goal is to get healthier, you might start with a 10-minute workout every morning. Once that becomes a habit, you can increase it to 20 minutes, and so on. Another great tip from Rohn is to track your progress. There's something incredibly motivating about seeing how far you've come. Whether it's saving money, losing weight, or learning a new skill, tracking your progress will keep you disciplined and focused on the end goal. Self-discipline isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter. It's about making small, consistent changes that compound over time to create massive results. So, don't be discouraged if progress feels slow at first. Remember, ambition is a long game. This is one of the most exciting parts of the book, in my opinion. Rohn teaches us about self-enterprise, which is the ability to create opportunities for ourselves and to seize them when they come. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. In life, opportunities don't just fall into our laps, we create them. Self-enterprising people are those who are always on the lookout for new possibilities, new ventures, new ways to grow. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. In your own life, think about how you can adopt a more enterprising mindset. Let's say you have a hobby like photography or baking. How can you turn that hobby into an opportunity? Could you start offering services to friends and family? Could you turn it into a small side business? Or maybe at work, you notice a gap. A process that could be improved. A team that needs leadership. A project no one wants to tackle. Be the person who steps up and takes initiative. By doing so, you're not only creating opportunities for yourself, but you're also showing others that you're willing to go the extra mile. Self-enterprise is about creating opportunities where others see none. It's about being creative, resourceful, and above all, proactive. If you adopt this mindset, you'll start to see opportunities all around you. Rohn stresses the importance of self-appreciation, and this is something many of us struggle with. We're often so focused on the next goal, the next achievement, that we forget to appreciate how far we've already come. However, appreciating your growth is crucial because it fuels your ambition. When you take a moment to look back at what you've accomplished, it gives you the motivation to keep going. So, how can we practice self-appreciation in our daily lives? One simple way is to celebrate small wins. Did you stick to your workout routine this week? Great! Celebrate that. Did you make progress on a project at work? Awesome! Give yourself credit. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect on what you've accomplished, no matter how small it may seem. Write it down. Over time, you'll see a pattern of growth and progress, and that will fuel your ambition to keep going. It's also important to practice gratitude, not just for what you have, but for who you're becoming. Rohn teaches us that success isn't just about what we get, but about who we become in the process. So take time to appreciate the person you're becoming on this journey. So, there you have it. Jim Rohn's Power of Ambition is not just a book, it's a roadmap for living a life of purpose, drive, and fulfillment. It teaches us that ambition is not just about achieving big goals, but about the small, daily actions that lead us there. Ambition starts with self-reflection, knowing what you want and why you want it. It requires positive self-direction, knowing where you're going and taking the steps to get there. It's fueled by self-discipline, the daily commitment to making your dreams a reality. It thrives on self-enterprise, creating opportunities and seizing them when they come. And finally, it's sustained by self-appreciation, taking the time to recognize and celebrate your growth along the way. If you apply these principles in your daily life, I promise you, you'll start to see a shift. You'll start to feel more in control of your life, more motivated, and more fulfilled. Remember, your ambitions are the roadmap to your future. It's time to stop waiting and start acting on them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little motivation today. And if you've read Power of Ambition, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. Until next time, keep pushing forward, keep dreaming big, and remember, ambition is the key to unlocking the life you truly want.